Huh? Oh, hello there. Are you okay? You're lost. That is a predicament. Where are you trying to get to? Oh? The stolen woman's cabin. Why would you want to go there? Oh. Yeah, the forest does get a bit twisty. All looks the same, right? I bet you would want to go home after wandering in circles for so long. Well, I don't know which way your home is, but I do know where that cabin is. Yep, I've been there before. I can take you to it. Come on, if you spent this much time trying to find it, wouldn't it be a waste to not check it out? Exactly. So just follow me. And after that, we'll find a way to get you home. What's your name, anyway? Oh, cute. Good to meet you. Oh no, I'm not going out of my way. I wasn't doing much. This seems way more interesting, so why wouldn't I help out? Oh, it's just a few minutes in this direction. It's really not that hard to find. Maybe you should have gotten a map before coming out here. I'm just joking with you. Not like there's a guide. It's only an urban legend after all. By the way, what version of the story were you told? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. But most of them don't really tell the whole story. I know, the whole "you've never heard this version of it," so cliché. But this time it's for real. The real story of what happened to the stolen woman. So, the story you probably heard is that a woman, lost in this very forest, stumbled across the cabin that we're walking to right now. And in that cabin, she met a spirit that told her she'd be trapped wandering this forest for all time. Unless she gave up something precious. So that's what you heard. Right. After the woman was able to return home, all of her family members disappeared one by one, as if they were stolen away. And then she vanished too, of course. And now people go out to that cabin to see if they can find her. They never mention trying to find her family, but maybe they think it's a package deal. You just wanted to see if the cabin really existed. If you can only get to it after being lost in the woods, why would you bother? It's just a cabin. Oh, no. That's not really how it happened. Well, the second half of it anyway. But instead of giving up her family, she offered her soul instead. Well, it must have worked. She got out of the woods, didn't she? Here we are. It's hard to notice until you're right on top of it. You really just want to barge in there? What if the spirit is still lurking? Yeah, you only wanted to see that the cabin was real, right? You don't need to go in. It'd cause a disturbance. So, say you were in that situation. What would you give up to get the spirit to let you go? That thing on your bag? It's a charm. You know, when the woman offered up her soul, it was because that was seen as valuable, not really equivalent to some cheap bauble. Oh, really? How is it valuable? Limited edition? How can something there's at least 500 of be considered rare? It's not like a gemstone or something. They sell for that much, huh? And you think that's equivalent to a soul? It's worth more than yours. It's not healthy to have such a dim view of yourself. But maybe that's why you'd put yourself in a situation like this to begin with. Of course you have value. Everyone does. Not your soul, you. As a person. You still want to go home, right? What do you think would happen if you never made it back? Obviously people would miss you. You have to know that. Why do you think that woman gave up her soul? Not just for her own sake, but for her loved ones. She knew they'd be devastated to lose her. Well, that's the thing about giving up a soul. That just means it can be taken at any time. And the spirit didn't really want it anyway. It just wanted to be shown the proper amount of respect. It's certainly flattering to be told you're so powerful someone would give up their soul to appease you. That's not to say the spirit didn't get her in the end. In a way. Well, a tricky spirit might be a bit loose with the meaning of the word soul. You could say, the spirit took her heart, but she didn't seem to mind. A much happier ending than the one you heard, isn't it? How do I know all this? Because I was there. No, I'm not the stolen woman. Yep, I'm the very spirit from that tale. Are you surprised? You don't have to believe me. But you weren't the least bit suspicious to see me standing in the place you'd circled back to about a dozen times? Hey, don't get mad. I was just having a bit of fun. And you're the one who was going to break into my house. Kinda sounded like you were just gonna go inside, no questions asked. Sounds like breaking and entering to me. You should be more sensible. My tricks would have been much worse for an actual intruder. But you know what? You're pretty interesting, so I'll give you a pass. And I'd hate to leave everyone waiting for you. You'll see. Now, I'd better send you home before my wife catches me messing with mortals in our yard again. Even she has her limits. Don't worry about a thing. You'll get there. Oh, and don't go looking for any more spirits, okay? They're more likely to find you first. And, believe it or not, most of them are not as nice as me. Bye-bye now. Thank you, Super K, for the coffee donation.